You know what I mean? I want to ask y'all some shit. Because homeboy asked you this. Is Aaron Rodgers coming to the Steelers, man? Is he like to mess up that?
Listen.
Fuck.
Yeah, let me take a drink, man. Let me take a drink. That shit got me so frustrated, man.
Let me write this down. Where's the mark?
Hey, I really am tired of hearing this crap.
Listen.
Okay, at 28 minutes in.
Listen.
Smoke, to get my answer, I don't care about Aaron Rodgers.
Listen,
I mean, not saying that he hasn't put in his work. You're not talking about a Hall of Famer quarterback. Right. You know what I'm saying? In his own aspect.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
But I'm not. I won't.
Before I even actually, I got ahead of myself. Did y'all get rid of Sierra's boyfriend, Russell Wilson?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yes.
He's gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he's with New York.
All right.
The Giants.
All right, let's go.
Both of them, Fields and Wilson.
Okay,
Wilson's with the Giants and Fields is with the Jets.
We just
like
Rudolph
Russell Wilson.
Back.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, fuck you.
Be honest. Me personally, I wanted Wilson. I wanted Wilson and Fields.
No, that's what happens with people we do in Pittsburgh. We blow them up and they leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, Russell Wilson. And you too, Sierra. You know what I mean? I see you out there dancing with Gorilla.
Yeah, you see her shaking her ass? Yeah, I see that. I see the whole New York. I see the whole thing. Hey, I see the whole thing. I see the whole thing where they was like, because they showed a clip of one of her new videos, and she's, you know what I mean, got her ass is out there shaking and shit, twerking, and they were like, yeah, she ain't in Pittsburgh no more. Russ let her go ahead and let her get out there because she ain't in Pittsburgh no more. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't. You already know how I feel about the Steelers.
Let's go. The thing with Rodgers, I feel like Rodgers has held us hostage the whole fucking free agency period. And me personally, I never wanted Rodgers. And now I'm to the point where it's like, whatever. If he's going to sign, he's going to sign. If not, if not. If he does, okay, I hope he fucking balls out. But if he doesn't, peace. I really, like, he's not 5 years ago Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? He's coming off of his last how many seasons where he wasn't that great. He was decent, but he was not that great. So, like, I'm not crazy about it. Like, yeah, man.
If y'all don't get him, what are y'all other options?
Well, right now, we signed
Mason Rudolph.
And
he's already a little bit. He's been in the Pittsburgh, so he knows. But we have a new offensive coordinator at this time too now. So since
Russell Wilson, you're gonna flop in New York. You stink.
But
go.
Aaron Rodgers, I just think he like Curdy Kerr said, he played it like he wants somebody to kiss his ass to come here. Like, dude, we don't need you. You know what I mean? We're already in this bend. Yeah, we're in need of a quarterback. We have a little quarterback situation at hand, but it's something I believe we could take care of. You know what I mean? In the draft.
Right now,
we need at least a veteran to get us through this first season to help whoever we would draft, or Mason.
Right now, as we speak, there's momentum pushing for Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders was in.
Yeah, he was in there.
Yeah, he was in Pittsburgh yesterday meeting with the team.
He came
to Pittsburgh.
That's what they're saying. They're saying he's going to drop in the draft. People are saying he's going to drop in the draft.
You know what?
And listen. I'm not crazy if we draft the quarterback at all. I really don't think.
What's the dude's name though that we was looking at?
Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart too.
You know what? I'm talking out of school because I forget. Like, I know Pittsburgh is a small market, but not opposed to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure that Dion would like his son to come to Pittsburgh before Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
I can guarantee you wherever Shedeur goes, he's going to start. Listen. If you ask Shedeur, he would say, like, I seen the interview with him today. He said he gave his visit with the Steelers a 10 out of 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? He was like, if y'all want to see me go to a 10-win team, that's what, you know what I mean? Hey,
hey, let me go.
It ain't like you're coming to a trash team.
No.
But to be honest, I don't.
Problems right now as far as this playoff.
I don't think we're going to draft a quarterback. If we do, it's going to be later in the draft.
I would not.
But we're not going to make waves.
Listen, I would
drafting a quarterback.
I agree with you. I would rather work on our offensive line because that's where I think one of our biggest things besides filling the quarterback position right now.
I honestly think
is our offensive line.
I honestly think our offensive line is going to be better this year because they were so young last year.
And that was their first year together.
We had 2 rookies starting. The third rookie that was going to start got hurt, and he was our number 1 draft pick last year.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So he'll be back healthy. And then we got a guy going into his 3rd year who was our number 1 draft pick 3 years ago. So the offensive line, I think the offensive line is going to be better than what they was this past year.
Yeah.
So
I read something. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I read something in the paper that Mike Tomlin changed the rule. Like the Steelers changed the rule as far as drafting or something like that. As far as free agency, like I don't know.
I don't know either.
You know, I'm on news break on the throne. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it said like it was something like it has something to do like people are allowed to talk to somebody.
Oh yeah. He brought it to the NFL meetings where now there's a period of time in free agency where you're allowed to now you can instead of like having to meet them in person, you can do video calls and stuff like that early before the free agency period starts. So you can it's called tampering. Like it's legal tampering now where you can, before you couldn't do that. You couldn't, you couldn't call, they had to come in, meet with you or, whatever legal tampering they considered it. But now you can make a call.
He's smoking this conversation because
now you can make a video call and have them like, oh yeah, we want you, you know what I mean, blah blah blah.
Because it's literally like that news break thing. It's like Pittsburgh, because that news break is worldly. So it's like Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin changes the rule of the thing. I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that I'm asking y'all, why would y'all need Aaron Rodgers? Is he there to be the veteran to kind of groom the next guy in line?
Well, the main part that I would see is because he's been there. He's been to playoff games. He's been the champion. He's been to Super Bowl. So he's been there. So he knows what it takes. He knows the pressure. He's used to pressure. He you know what I mean? Those are the qualities you want when you're in them big games. Mm-hmm. That they've been there. That they don't freeze up. They don't tense up. They don't make hard. They've been there. So they're going to slow everything down. Whether you're down or up on that scoreboard, you're slowing everything down, keeping the same pace. And that's big.
The idea is they want basically to bring Rodgers in because they think that he can win a playoff game for them. Like meaning he's been there, done that, and if we get to the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers, he has a chance to win that game.
Sierra's boyfriend, you stink.
I ain't saying that, man. I've been on record. I've been on record and went rough.
I don't like Chad Brown. I don't like all these dudes that came to the Steelers.
They strung out Russ though,
and blew up and got money and went somewhere else.
You can't even be mad at Russ because Russ was waiting for the Steelers. He was waiting. He wanted to come back. And he was waiting, and we got into this little entanglement with motherfucking with Rodgers, and like I said, I felt like he's held us hostage, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't made a decision. Like, what you want to do, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to play with us or you don't? You know what I'm saying? And that Cam Hayward came out and said that. Like, you want to be a Steeler or you don't. Like, you know what I mean? Let's go. Let's move on. Like, if he ain't the guy, then let's move on and go.
I'm putting y'all on the spot right now, both of y'all, because I can tell you my favorite Chiefs.
Yeah,
Derek Thomas. That's my favorite Chief.
Okay.
Who is y'all favorite Steeler member of all time?
There's so many of them, dude. I ain't gonna lie, that's hard because that's your whole squad. You know what I'm saying?
Tough.
Like,
that's tough.
You got offensive and defensive, like, you know.
The
Wow.
Well.
Wow,
I tell you what.
There's been a lot of greats.
Give me 5.
Can we? Hey, just like drink champs. Can I take a drink?
Yeah. Yeah, take a drink of that one. I don't want to touch that. When we last spoke about boxing.
Let's keep it real with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney.
Yeah. No. Listen,
right there.
Listen. Bookmark that because we're coming back to it. But what I'm saying is, yes, when we last spoke on box, I love that. I love it. It's smooth. The whole conversation that we had at that time, the big 3 that we were talking about was Haney, Javante, and Shakur. And as of today, Haney and Javante have had a little bit of a stumble. So my first question to you is, I want to know how you felt about the Devin situation. So let's go back to Devin and Garcia, and I want to see how you felt about that whole situation.
Let's go with this. Thank you, sir. You know that you're my realm.
I already know. You know what I mean?
Devin lost to Ryan Garcia, but you know what happened?
There's a but.
What happened?
Garcia tested positive for some
steroids.
You know what I'm saying? For some performance enhanced. But listen.
Sir,
listen. Before you cook.
I got you right there.
No. Listen. Because I haven't even told you how I felt about the situation. But what I want to say is, before you cook, there's a lot of speculation behind that whole thing. Now, I just want to know. I want to know where you stand and how you feel about it, and break it down for me because I know you're the guru.
All I can say, I'm no guru.
Now you're the guru in this room.
All I can say is they made it a non-decision because that man came in there dirty. That's it. And Devin got up every time.
He did.
He got up every time.
Listen.
But that man was on steroids. He was on, like, that's not fair. Like, you know what I mean? And that's why the boxing commission took the victory away and made it a no contest.
How do you feel?
Because you was dirty.
But how do you feel about people saying that it was like the most minute level in his system?
No, it was not. He was on 3 different. That's why
I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I want to hear.
He was on ketamine. He was on 3 different kind of drugs. 3, and he did weed to hide because weed sometimes hides masks that. And all right. Now, if you want to be objective, if I'm on the Haney side, we ain't taking this fight because he came in overweight also.
You know what I mean? Yes.
He came in overweight also. You know what I mean? No. Because you know what? Devin is his own boss. He's the only one.
Yeah, him and his dad, right?
Yeah, that's it. And you got to understand, they hate Devin because he got a dad.
Yeah.
A lot of these people, you know what I mean? But that's my rebut. It's like, yo, he wanted to show heart. Mans came in with overweight. You know what I'm saying? And then...
But why wouldn't they just go ahead and take the disqualification then? He went ahead and went with the fight, right? So he had to okay him for being overweight. Okay, you know what? So what? Let's go ahead and have the fight. Yes. So somebody has to okay.
And that's what he
right?
did.
In my opinion, at the time, I still thought Devin was going to clean it.
Yeah, he did that. Like, he came in overweight.
Okay.
I feel as though... Dad felt as though I'm good enough to beat you. I don't give a fuck if you're overweight. And also, I don't want to I don't want to let down my fans.
Right? Because it's already built up.
It's already built up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, okay, Ryan Garcia, Dev won the whole fight except those 2 knockdowns. Let's be clear. He put on the clinic 3. Okay, 3. You know what I'm saying? But he got back up. But dude
he was in trouble. He was in trouble a lot more than 3 times though.
Dude was on the juice.
My thing with that is, I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? The juice is the juice. Like you
don't matter how much it's
you was in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't matter how much.
You came in there. You was juicing for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't think that
you came in overweight.
An advantage.
You came in overweight for a reason.
Came in overweight.
My only thing is, when I watched that fight, right? When I was watching that fight, to me, I'm telling you that's it right there, Smokey. You can wake up in the next day and go about your business.
I can already see where you get ready to go.
I'm not going to lose my point. I'm not going to lose my point. So my thing is, when I watched that fight, I was not impressed with Ryan Garcia the way he fought. But the thing that fucked me up about Devin is he could not defend that left hook, and it wasn't coming like it was like super fast. It was just he was getting hit with it repeatedly.
Well, we know in sparring, when they used to spar, Devin was always
they did say that.
There was always 2-2. Like, you know what I mean?
In amateurs.
Because, in amateurs there was always 2-2, and Dev, it was that shot. Dev could never get over his, because that's the only thing Ryan got.
And I will say,
listen. Let me ask this question. Here goes a good question. Let's say that he didn't take those drugs. All right. Do you think it would have still been the same outcome?
And that would be the argument.
Do you think? Because
that's always going to be argument, because it would like, yo, your skill set and all that. But dog, if your skills to the max, you know what I mean? Like you see with boxing, you know what I mean? It's about endurance and all that type of shit. So it's not like football when a dude is just doing steroids and he's just jacked.
That's adrenaline.
You know what I'm saying?
That's adrenaline.
This is like, you know what I mean? I have to last long. It's 32 minutes of fighting. You know what I mean?
That's long. That's
you know what I mean?
Right.
So you need that extra shit.
I will say this. What's his name that he beat for the belt? Dev beat for the belt.
Kambosos.
Not Kambosos. The next fight he had. After the two Kambosos fights, he fought.
He became undisputed.
He fought. What's his name? The motherfucker. That dude.
He said the
motherfucker. Him. Ben. Not Ben. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, the motherfucker.
Yeah. Ragaroo.
No.
Regis Prograis.
No.
He fought Regis.
He fought Prograis after he fought this dude. He fought what's his name? The guy.
He fought Kambosos.
No, he fought the guy from Russia. Not Russia. He's from Ukraine. He was pound for pound top 2 boxer for the longest time. The one that what's his name beat? Loudmouth, Puerto Rican. Teofimo beat him.
Oh, The Matrix.
Yes.
The Matrix. The Matrix. I know you're talking about from the Ukraine.
Yes. What's his name though? He's a bad motherfucker, right?
I know you're talking about.
So in that fight, which I thought Devin won.
Yeah.
But in this,
I know you're talking
yes,
about.
Yes, because he's the dude. He's the dude.
What is this guy?
He's the one that everybody wants to see Tank fight.
Yeah. Cook. I'll figure out his name. Cook.
Yeah. So
don't lose your point.
When I watched him fight him, Dev got hit in that fight too, but he took those punches. That's the only way. That's the only reason why I feel like, okay.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna add on to your point. Now, I know that fight, and Homeboy was coming after Dev, and back in the second. Okay. Shout out to Chris Clay, man. He got me really sad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, Dev in that corner. He said, remember. Because Dev, I know you're talking about. I can't forgive her homeboy's name because he's in my top.
Yes.
I always wanted to see him fight Tank.
Yes.
A lot of people saying that.
But Dev said in the corner because he remember homeboy was coming. He said, he's starting to figure me out. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to figure me out. And that's when he started landing in the late rounds.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I know what you're talking about. I just don't know. Because I fuck
I know.
So you're feeling like if he wouldn't, like that, the juice that he was on gave him that extra strength.
This is my point
to
in that.
not take those punches.
This is my point in that.
Think would have took.
It's double edged. This is what I'm saying.
Vasila.
Yes, Lomachenko.
Vasila
Lomachenko.
Yeah.
So in that Lomachenko fight, he was getting hit, but he wasn't getting hurt. Like he got hit with some shots where it was like boom and it stunned him, but he wasn't getting hurt. Now my thing is, I don't think Ryan without the juice hurts him as bad, but that fight and the Garcia fight showed me that Dev gets hit a lot with a lot of clean shots.
And again, it's the same thing. We're gonna go to something else. I want to get some video going on with y'all. But again, styles make fights. Man,
I gotta stay on boxing for a little bit.
Like one more quick thing. Hey, I want to hear about Tank.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Tank.
Okay, so Tank's last fight, I thought he lost.
He lost that fight.
I do think he
lost that fight.
I do think he lost.
And he knew it.
I watched it.
He knew it. That's why he took that knee.
I watched it.
He took that knee. That should have been a 2-point round right there.
Say some grease was in his eye or some
yeah,
shit.
get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Tank. Get the fuck out of here, Tank.
That was a knockdown. Lamont Roach should have run that. They called it a draw. Lamont Roach should have run.
I believe so.
When he took that knee, it don't matter what it is. Floyd Mayweather took knees because of his hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they counted him. They counted it.
If your glove touches,
it's that mat.
It's a knockdown.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Floyd was
and
his hand hurt, and he took a knee, and the ref went up there and said 1,
started giving a count.
Yeah, because your glove hit the thing.
And what's crazy is that ref he's a top-notch ref. And the thing about that, and you can correct me on this if I'm wrong or right, but they say he turned his back on the ref. They say that's grounds to stop the fight. Sure. He went over to the corner and asked for a towel. You can't do that.
When you turn your back, you're actually telling them you're done.
Yeah.
You're telling them that's what you're giving, right?
I'll give you one. Remember when Uncle Rod stepped in the ring with Zab Judah and Floyd? Should have been a disqualification. Floyd loses. You don't step in the ring. See,
right.
You know what I mean? Even though he was whooping jab, that's what I'm trying to say.
Little technical things can change everything around. Right.
That's the rules.
Right.
Dog, if you your glove touches the ground,
that's a knockdown.
It's a knockdown. It doesn't matter. Like you could be whooping on dude's ass.
Right. Your glove hit that ground, it's a knockdown.
It's a knockdown.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a knock. That's the. It's like with wrestling, with the takedown and technical. It's a knockdown. It
takes one. It only takes one move, man.
Hey,
and then change, and it's rules though. But there's rules for a reason, right?
No. I want to stay here. No. I just got a message real quick.
Oh, okay.
So Tank's in a spot right now where he got to prove. He got to show and prove. He's over with. You think? Hey, because I'm telling you, there's some guns. There's some guns down there.
What, he was getting hit nice.
Hey, there are some.
You seen it in his face. Like
Smoky.
Lamont Roach.
There are some guns down there.
But Lamont Roach.
They're hungry.
Oh, they're
waiting for their
guns. There's some guns
Roach,
down there.
Him and Tank, they sparred together. They grew up.
Yeah, they grew up together.
So that's
he wasn't scared at all.
He ain't scared.
Yeah, I know you.
You know what I mean? I know you.
We spar. I already know what you like to do.
I know what your thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Tank would. You already know Tank's a knockout artist. He's not a boxer like a Devin.
Right.
He'll take you.
He's smart. He knows when to throw his punch.
He got that equalizer like my man. You know what I'm saying? Like my man, the heavyweight. Come on, man. What's my heavyweight nigga?
Oh, your boy. Yeah, your boy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got that equalizer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Wilder, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yo, they got that equalizer. They don't
Gypsy King, fighting with Gypsy King.
But when you don't, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas is box Tank's ears off.
Like, and that's where I'm at right now. Like Tank got a lot to prove, man. And then, like I said, it's crowded down there now, man.
But you know what's crazy though? Like
that
guys are saying, like these are the top contenders that was running from everybody. You know, even each other. Contenders against contenders, belt holders against belt holders. It was running from everybody, just talking mad shit.
I still to this day.
Now these guys are starting to this day. There's guys underneath them that
are down there at them weights. Down there at them weights. I still say.
Give me a shot.
I still say that Shakur is the most skilled down there, and he's the hardest fight for everybody. And but my problem with Shakur though, I feel like he's doing too much politics, man. He's doing too much politics.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll get a fight and he'll be lined up for a fight, and then somehow, some way, it doesn't happen. And I'm.
It's building up the hype.
Yes.
You know how they usually do. It's obviously that you're building it up.
That card though
falls off. You build it up again. Falls off, and then
that card is a boxing man. That's a boxing. That's a boxing man's card coming up.
Yeah, I like what Turkey Al-Sheikh is doing. He's doing what Don King used to do. He's stacking the cards.
Tiafimo.
You know there ain't no undercards. Every fight is something. You know what I mean? I like what Turkey Al-Sheikh is doing. There ain't no boring mother. Every fight means something. He stacks those cards like what Don King used to do back in the day.
That's his money maker.
And the thing is, as a boxing fan, I don't give no fuck about the business. That's not my business. Oh, they ain't gonna get. It's not my business. I want to see the best cards.
Yeah.
As you should. Being a boxing fan.
That's all. I just want to. I want to see the best fight the best.
For sure.
That's it.
That card coming up. That card.
The card tomorrow with
oh yeah, with your boy Booby.
Boots.
Yeah, Boots. Yeah. Boots is another one, man. Boots is another one. Like I'm waiting to see. Like I'm waiting to see that big fight for Boots. And right now 147, it just ain't there for him.
Yeah, that moved up. Like Bud is moving up to 168 to fight Canelo.
My question on that.
I don't think he's gonna win that fight. I think he's just.
I got him.
I want him to win.
I got Bud.
Canelo.
I got Bud. I think Bud's the best boxer alive right now.
I ain't a big boxer fan, but
we talked about that.
I said, yo, I got that's another thing. I said, got to bend the knee to Chris Clay. I said, Bud is him.
And he ain't ducking no smoke. You know what I'm saying? He wants it.
I wasn't a big boxing fan. Like I used to watch Tyson heavyweight type stuff. But ever since we got into talking about it, I'm like, damn. I've been keeping names on it. I've been keeping little tabs. You know what I'm saying? When I see their names coming up or fights that I'll be watching. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know all the boxers, but yeah, it seems like boxing to me is getting back to boxing. You know what I'm saying? You got the top contenders fighting the champions, or you know what I mean? Where for the longest time it just seemed like everybody was ducking each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're getting these corny ass,
like I said,
fucking cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Like I said, I feel like Bud's that dude. I feel like Bud's that dude. Spence is done. Even though I like Spence, he's done.
Spence about to go to jail.
Is he? With that whole situation, he's involved.
Cool. I don't like the jail.
That Mo 3 situation. I heard his name was Tangled, but
that's when he got in the car accident.
Yeah. They said how two was chasing him. Yeah.
I got it, but I ain't gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
What it is, yeah.
But
the feds coming.
I like Bud. I like Bud in that fight. I'm gonna touch on this real quick on the boxing, and we can move on. But I know Smoke was a day one. He said he didn't want nothing to do with it. He didn't care nothing. He said he didn't care. Listen. No. I ain't cooking you. I'm not cooking you. I'm about to turn it to your boy right now.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we
Listen. So, Smokey said he didn't want nothing to do with it. I want to ask my man Paco.
Oh, shit.
How'd you feel about your man Mike in that fight?
Mike Tyson?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was, to me, I think it was a horrible display by Mike. That's not the Mike that I knew. I understand age, with age shit, you know what I mean? But
he looked like he was 60.
Yeah, he definitely did. His knees wasn't as strong, his legs wasn't as strong, like he wasn't, you could tell a couple parts where he wanted to stumble, like planting his own feet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
But I still don't think he would have really had enough. I think he was still holding back on him a lot too, because he had a lot of setups that he would have just fucking hammered him if it wasn't for certain little stipulations that were put on the match.
Man, he got the bag. He carried that dude because
for sure.
I seen the Mike Roy exhibition. I'm like, Mike could have got him. And
he's holding back, right?
He just wasn't hug Roy, like, you know what I'm saying? He got
there's certain stipulations on those matches to get paid.
He got
I think on muscle memory, he gets dude out of here.
Yeah.
I don't.
But I can
You don't think so?
In that fight that we did, that I just watched of him?
I think he
Paul? Jake Paul?
Yeah.
I think he saved Jake Paul a couple times in those matches. He could have cleared.
Yo, there was a couple times where Jake Paul could have put some hands on him too. Now my thing
on the match.
There wasn't though. That was all rumors. There were so many rumors about that fight. There was a lot of times where Jake Paul did not let his hands go in that fight.
Hey,
I mean, there might have been an instance or two that I remember.
I thought if he would have put his hands on him, I think Mike would have failed.
But I'm telling you,
just by looking at his legs,
was definitely there before him.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So we moving on from the boxing.
Yeah.
All right.
Because